Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell, it is very spooky in here. I have a bats on my wall. I have a bat on the cactus. There are bats everywhere. Bats are the best animals next to cats. Anyways, I was feeling very inspired because it is October now and that means it's Halloween naturally. So I wanted to film a video about my favorite makeup things for fall. And I'm not usually one that goes with the seasonal trends. Like, I don't say, oh, I can't wear this unless it's summer. Like if I want a brown smoky eye in the spring, I'm gonna do it. So that's just me. But I also do feel inspired by fall, so I've got a few items here that I would like to share with everybody just in case you need some inspiration, and let's just get started. So the first item I have is my Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. This is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It was a limited edition, so I do apologize if you don't have this. However, I know that there are other products out there like this palette, so fear not, because you might still be able to find something really similar. And the one shade that I'm talking about, I'm only talking about one shade, is this orange shade right here, this Daydream color. Okay, I was watching Jade the Libra the other day. If you have heard of her channel, she's another YouTuber that works on like spooky makeup, like grunge looks and stuff. She's really cool. Anyways, I'll leave her channel in the description, but I was watching her Halloween decor haul and she had orange highlight on. I don't think it was this one exactly because it wasn't in the description. I didn't ask, but I've been feeling inspired ever since. I mean, that was weeks ago and I'm still wearing orange highlight. Like you can see, maybe I've got it on today. But yes, this shade right here, I'll give a swatch of that. And like, this is something I thought was really pretty before but never really wore because, like, I don't know, I just didn't. But ever since I watched that video, I've been feeling super into the orange highlight. I don't know what it is about this particular shade. It's like creamsicle orange, but it's also really spooky, and so I love it. And it's also got glitter in it, so if you're not someone who likes glitter highlighters, then don't bother with this palette because it's very glittery, but I do really like that. Another one that I have, because I have a couple different orange highlighters, or had, I guess I should say, because this one's completely just broken. Like, Jesus Christ, I don't know how that happened. It just shattered and I tried to repress it and it got worse. But I will pick up some of the ruins of it and show you. This is also a nice orange, but this is like a little bit more yellowy. And so I don't feel as inspired by this one as I do by Daydream. So this one right here is the Daydream shade, and that one is Lyra from the Aurora palette. I don't know, they're both nice. This one just does things to my heart, and this one is very broken and sad. But I still like it, and you know, I'll use it occasionally if I don't mind digging through the ruins of it to get to that color. So while we're on the subject of face things, like face products, I do want to mention something I talked about in another video, and that is the How About Them Apples Cream Blush Palette by The Balm, specifically the shade back here, which is Caramel, so I'll open it up and show you. You can tell I use this shade a lot, and it is that one right there. This is a very dark, nice, like fall-y color to me. It's just a really rich reddish brown. I cannot find this in any other format. Like, I've tried so hard to find this in a powder blush and I just can't. I don't know what it is. There's something so gorgeous and so unique about, like, the camera does not do this justice because my camera sucks. Okay, but let me blend this out and I'll show you. Like, there it is right there now in my hand. It's just so pretty. Like, it just reminds me of, I don't know, like a forest witch or something, like nature goth. I love it. It's super rich and beautiful, and I'm gonna be really sad when that runs out because I still haven't found a shade. So if you know a shade that's similar to that but in like powder form, please help me out. It looks really gross on my hand, but yeah, please help me out and let me know what that is, because Lord knows I need that. Like, I need that. By the way, I forgot to mention, I don't have any like complexion products that I think of as seasonal, because everything works differently on other people's skin, and so I can't really say like, oh, this foundation is perfect for fall, because it might work for me but it might not work for someone else. So I'm not going to be talking about foundations or primers or concealers or anything like that. We're strictly doing things that have got like pigment and color and I can like match it to fall. Okay, so we'll get that out of the way. And I guess next logical step would be to talk about eyeshadow, maybe? That's what I'm doing. Anyways, I have quite a few palettes. The first one being this Just Peachy Mattes by Too Faced. I'm so sorry if you can see the glare and everything. It's my window. I don't have a ring light. This is just what I work with. But yes, this is the Just Peachy Mattes by Too Faced. I have it upside down there so you can't see the, well, you can still see the glare. But yeah, that's what that looks like. And this last row, no, this row in particular is so perfect for fall. And like, I love all these colors, right? But just something about these just reminds me of I don't know, dark rainy weather, like pumpkin patches and corn mazes, stuff like that. Just all of these colors are very reminiscent, except for maybe this peach punch. That one's a little bit more spring summery, but everything else is just super dark and beautiful. And I love this kind of look. And I like doing all matte looks in the fall too, so that's one thing that I like to talk about. Not talk about, just do. I don't know. But I'll swatch some of these darker shades because I really do like this last row. And this is a gorgeous palette, and I was on the fence of this for a really, really long time. You can see the last 3 shades right there. And then finally I was just like, screw it, I really want that, so I went out and bought it, and I'm very happy that I did. Because, oh boy, I swatched that in a really inconvenient position, you can see. I won't be swatching it there again, but yes, that's what I have for that palette. And then I've got my 2 Lunatic Labs palettes. I've talked about these before in a video I haven't posted yet. It's a Project Pan update video. I haven't posted it yet just because I'm a lazy bum and it's been weeks since I filmed it, and I need to update honestly anyways because I finished more stuff since then. But in my own videos that I know about and you guys don't know about, I have talked about these palettes before. These are the Lunatic Labs palettes. I got, let's see, which one's this one? I got this one at Hot Topic. This is the Supernatural palette. And I liked the formula so much that I went out and bought the Relic palette as well. And these are just gorgeous. Like, this is a beautiful, cool-toned palette. And I'm sure you guys have seen reviews on this before, so this is nothing new. But I do really like the shades in here. And something about fall is really strange for me because I love the warm tones, but I also really like the cool tones because it just, I don't know, cool tones, like, it's called Supernatural. It reminds me of, like, spooky things and, like, ghosts and I don't know. So something about cool tones also really makes me happy in the fall. And then, of course, I have the Relic palette, which is the nice warm neutrals one. These shades are so beautiful, and like the thing about these palettes is they're not ultra pigmented from the start, but you can build them up and they're so gorgeous. Like, it's what I'm wearing today, and obviously you can't see it because my camera sucks, but I have this palette on today. Sorry, what was that face? I don't even know. I was trying to show you my eyeshadow. But yeah, I have it on today, and I think it's a beautiful palette to work with. I like to use it every day in conjunction with the next palette that I'm going to show you, and coincidentally the last one. This is the very first palette I ever purchased, but I still love it, and I've tried to get rid of it a couple times, but something tells me, like, I do not want to get rid of this palette, and that is my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. This is the original. It's in the newer packaging, so it's, you know, thin and stuff, but it's got, like, a dent in the front. I mean, this thing's just real sorry. It's in sorry shape. But yes, this is what the Chocolate Bar palette looks like. Oh, boy. I don't know if you can tell. I think I'm really close to hitting pan on that semi-sweet shade right there. But yeah, this is just gorgeous. I don't know, my favorite look to do is to put semi-sweet and cherry cordial on the lid. Like, mix them together and put it on the lid. And then blend it out with this milk chocolate right here. And then that's it. That's the whole look. And I'll swatch some of these for you. I'll use my other hand this time. So I've got milk chocolate, semi-sweet, and cherry cordial. Just go ahead and put those on my hand. This is another palette. It's not like super pigmented from the get-go. I mean, obviously you can tell those aren't the best swatches ever, but I think it's really gorgeous. This is just like a beautiful, again, kind of dark palette. Like, oh, here, I'll show you another shade. This Black Forest Truffle shade. Oh my god. It's super pretty. Got like nice micro glitters in there, and I know some people don't like glitter again, but I do. So there's the Black Forest Truffle shade right there. And that's just beautiful. I love this palette. I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of this. I know I've said it, threatened a few times, like, oh, I never use it, but every single time I pull this back out again, I just, like, something about this has a hold on me, and I will not get rid of it. It's sentimental, and I love the colors. And the last thing I'm going to talk about in this video is lip products. The first one I'm going to talk about is the one I'm wearing today, and that is, oh my god, and that is this Bare Minerals gloss. I don't even know if this has, like, a special name. It just says Bare Minerals on it. But this is in the shade Heartbreaker, so you can see it, and there's like some concealer on the bottom or something like that. But this is gorgeous, and I'm wearing this right now. I think I said that, I can't remember if I did. And, I mean, honestly, the camera does this no justice, because you can't even tell, but it's got like gold micro glitters in it, and it's so pretty. So, gosh, I'm running out of hand space. We'll just swatch it next to the highlighters, how about that? Nice little swatch of that. Baguette. What was that? So that's what that looks like right there. And I really, really wish my camera quality is better and you could pick up on this because it's so pretty in person and I love this. This was in a giveaway that I won from Ulta last year, like I don't know, it was some kind of donation thing. If you donate at the register, you can enter to win a basket of stuff. This was in it, and so was one of the other products that I'll get into in a minute. But I'm so glad that I got this because it's so gorgeous, and I recently rediscovered it, and I just love the shade, and it's like it's like not even berry toned, it's like a dusty something, I don't know, it's very reminiscent of fall for me though, so I love it. The next one is something I've owned for a couple years, and this is the NYX Lingerie in the shade Corset. This is a nice, almost cool toned brown, which just sounds kind of strange, like why would you want a cool toned brown lipstick? Trust me, you do. I will give you a swatch right here. And this is like on its last leg, honestly. I'm starting to run out. So, rest in peace. But I might buy this again because I really like the shade. And again, I don't know why this is, but fall makes me think of warm and cool tones, so that's what that looks like right there. And it's just super beautiful. Honestly, I don't know, it looks cool in some lights, but now that I'm looking at it in my viewfinder, it's a little bit more warm, so it's somewhere in the middle, but either way, it's a really nice brown. I wear this a lot with, like, I don't know, my emo looking sweaters and stuff, or even, like, it would probably look good with this outfit, but oh well. I don't know. I don't know about fashion. And then I have a couple products from Lime Crime. I know a lot of people don't like Lime Crime, but I do. It's my favorite brand for pretty much anything they come out with. Is just perfect, and I love it. Hey, Lime Crime, you should sponsor me. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But yes, I have my Velveteen in the shade Pumpkin, of course. That's a classic. And then the plushies in the shade Cola. I'll swatch both of those right here. And both of these are just beautiful, classic, dark fall shades. I mean, honestly, I wish they would come out with Pumpkin and like some of the other colors in the Velveteen formula because, or not Velveteen, in the plushies formula because I like it better than the Velveteens. There's just something about that soft diffused look that I'm more of a fan of. But I do still like the Velveteens, I just kind of like the plushies more. So, I'll show you. The one on top is Pumpkin and then the one underneath is Cola. You can hopefully see that pretty well. Like this, my viewfinder is making this look bright orange, but I swear to God, it's like a deep aesthetic fall orange. It's really pretty. And then the last thing I have to talk about is this lipstick from MAC. This is one of the lip tensities in the shade Cordovan. This is super pretty. Okay, so let me just preface this by saying I don't like supporting MAC, and I don't like brands that test on animals. I'm trying to be more conscious of that, cruelty-free, all that stuff. I didn't buy this, like I said, this came in that giveaway, so I would not purchase this given the choice, but I do like it because I have it, and I don't know anybody really that wears makeup, so I couldn't really give it away. I didn't want to waste it, so I'm gonna keep it, but just let it be known that I would prefer to be cruelty-free. But yes, that aside, here is a swatch of that. It's beautiful, berry toned. I love how deep and intense this is, and with this lipstick, what I like to do is just put it like on the inside of my lips and then spread it out instead of putting it all over, but it looks good both ways, so I do think this is a very versatile product. And as far as the lasting power, it does matte up eventually, which I appreciate because I hate cream lipstick formulas, so that's a really nice fall shade for me. But anyways, that was my video about makeup I like using in the fall. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like or a comment, or maybe sub to my channel if you enjoy one video a month type deals. I'm working on it, I promise. I'm just so busy. I've started school again, I'm working all the time, so it's a little bit hard, but I am trying to come up with more ideas. I mean, I've got a whole notebook. Here, I'll just show you. I've got a notebook full of content. Like, it's not like I don't have videos planned, I just don't have the time to film, let alone upload, edit, you know, all that stuff. So, but I'm working on it. Anyways, thank you very much for sitting through this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will hopefully be filming more later on. Stay spooky, my guy.